Hi guys, Canadian Hunter here. So I got something for you today. I've got a Vortex Viper PST and been wanting one of these scopes for a while. And I noticed that Vortex is starting to blow out their old inventory of their PSTs because they've launched their new Gen 2s of these. And, you know, I'm the kind of guy where I have to have a deal, and I don't mind spending the money on nice stuff, but I got to get a deal on it. And now is the best time to get a deal on a Vortex Viper PST. So if you're in the market, or if you've always wanted to maybe pick one of these scopes up, start looking, because everyone is blowing out the PSTs. So what I've got is, let's see if I can get this in focus. This is the 6-24. Come on, there we go. 6-24x50 with the EBR MOA reticle. This is the illuminated EBR reticle. This is not the FFP, or first focal plane. I didn't want to spend the extra money, mostly because I don't really care about first focal plane. And the only thing better than picking up one of these at a deal is two of these at a deal. So I picked up two Vortex Viper PSTs tonight. That's all they had actually left at the store. So I've known about this sale for about a week, and I've been kind of watching, and I haven't wanted to spend the money. Because I knew that, you know, with that kind of deal, I'd want to get at least one, if not two, of these scopes, because, you know, Vortex stuff like never goes on sale. And to get these at 20% off is, at least where I live, is pretty unheard of. So, you know, so that was it. So I picked up two of these, and both identical. And if you don't know much about the PST, the way Vortex works is the PST and the HS and the HSTs and all those scopes are all very, very similar. So they're almost identical design. If you saw my unboxing video of my Vortex Viper HST, this is basically the identical scope, except it has an illuminated reticle. So yeah, so the HST is the non-illuminated PST is really what it is, which makes it slightly cheaper. But at the 20% off, you just can't beat these scopes. So like I say, I paid $831 each so for these scopes, and I also did pick up some rings, and I use these rings a lot. These are the Vortex Viper rings. I use these in the 30 mil and the 1 inch, and I just love my Viper rings. I use them on almost everything, and these are about $90 a set, so not too bad for those. You know, as far as specs go, 65 minutes of elevation, 65 minutes of windage adjustment. Of course, they have parallax built in. You know, once you get into a scope like this, that's just standard. 50 yards to 500 yards and beyond. You know, and things you get in the box. So you get the scope, you get a sunshade. You're going to get another little baggie, which has the battery in it for the scope. You get the shims. This is because this has this what they call, I think it's basically their version of a zero stop. So I did the same thing on my HST. Once I got it sort of zeroed at 100 yards, you just take the turret off. You start popping shims under one after another, until that's it. You've sort of filled up the gap there. Drop it back down. And then when you're coming back down from your zero, so you know you've ranged up, you know, to whatever. Depends how far you're shooting. Let's say you're shooting like 700 or 800 yards, right? You know, you've gone around a couple times or whatever. You don't remember where you're at. You just start cranking it back. Boom! It'll hit, you know, zero. Click back a little bit, and you're at your perfect zero again. So I think it's great. I love it because, you know, I'll go out and I'll do some shooting, and I'll be shooting at varying distances. Like I'll be shooting at, let's say, whatever. I'm all over the place, right? 300, 600, 700, back to 3. And I'm cranking the scope all over the place with the dials. And sometimes you kind of get lost. You're like, where am I? Am I at, you know, 15 minutes? Am I at, you know, whatever. Point is, just crank it back real quick and easy, and you just always get back to that zero. Or, you know, another good example, you go out and you you advance your scope a bit and you forget to put it back to your 0, right? At the end of the day, and then you go out a week later and you're like, well, where's my scope at? And so with this, again, you just crank it back to 0, you'll hit that 0, and that's it. So that's it, guys. This is what I got for you today. I got some Vortex Viper PST scopes. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to start mounting these up on some guns tomorrow. It's getting late tonight, but I got to decide what I'm going to do, because I've actually got another unboxing I'm going to be doing on Monday. I don't want to tell you too much about it. I want it to be a surprise, but I'll just say it's a gun, and it's a gun that I'm very excited about. So it's something that I've been trying to get for over almost a year now. And it's more of like a special edition gun, I'm going to say, especially here in Canada. It's not an easy one to get. So that, best of my knowledge, is coming Monday through the courier. So I'll be unboxing that, and then I'm going to need a scope for that. So we're doing some flipping and flopping of scopes here this weekend, and finding a home for these PSTs. That's it, guys. If you like this video, please click like, and as always, please click subscribe. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.